テスト。Let's go. maybe last chapter. I think. Let's go. Chapter 0. Heading to the school trip. It would be wrong to say it was swing from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular just when you thought it was serious or small shakes. It would suddenly shake violently. Wait. Now every time that happened, I would have to stay steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun. So I was feeling rather excited, but I figured I would get bored of the feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. From me, a person who is loved by talent. Detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. How boring. Do you like sips? The other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. Hahaha, you look like you were having fun. So that's what I assumed. You do like sips, right? Ships? That's right. That is a sip. Haha, you just realized that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, can talk to a little. The silence is starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The over-familiar attitude, the friendly smile. But under the thin skin, I could detect a false, offensive odor like some kind of hot-laid slime. But in a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It's a small exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nakito Komaeda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me. So to share a room with a person like that, yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? And so that's your talent then? But a bowling talent. A bowling talent? Huh. Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone, I'm waiting for the first time to say that so suddenly. That because I have luck as well. Huh. Even I possess, possess a talent of bowling as luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get a really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope's Peak Academy to write, so you are one of us. But that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you are here? How did you end up here? How boring. Sorry, I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Hmm? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together, and bless those who do possess talent, even though they know they are insignificant. They don't try to acknowledge the true superiors. They are profoundly displayed to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, this world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we are in our present situation. Our pips don't that have anything to do with the reason you are here. Following people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. Contribution. Wait. Contribution to the world, not even a speck of dust. The why my teachers told me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had a high expectations for you. Huh? That's completely different from me. Well, what are you planning to do now that you've ended up like this? There's nothing you can do, right? Listen, well, using people is a talent too. It is now my turn to use that person, just as they used me in the past. The person. Are you talking about ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they are already. I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me, even though it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. Ha ha ha, I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe it. I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Then we'll be able to see her again. You'll be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again. And this time, you'll be able to kill her this time. The person I hate so much. Hate. Then explain your hand. This the end of the bandage. The woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't loaded. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I have successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sole enemy. I see, so you so salvage the body. You're really a boring person. I don't I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know? Because she's my sole enemy. Because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power, and for that I... Wait, huh? Do I hate her? That's strange. Oh, look out the window. You're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's gonna happen on the island once we get there. What's gonna happen? I can already predict what will happen. Huh. I already No, because I'm loved by talent, but no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't know. I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That disappointing, we seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There is no reason we'll ever meet again. After your bowling, your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is bowling to me. You really don't play along, do you? Hmm. Who's speaking? Wait a sec. Okay, let's go. Hmm. What is this? Okay? Hajime Hinata come back. It's door. There is a door. Hmm. A door? What is a door here? Here am I. How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Hmm. Isn't this a classroom? But if so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else and arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before. When we were all gathered in that classroom just before we arrived at the Jabberwock Island. Wow, where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island? Hmm.
マイクテストマイクテスト校内放送校内放送。ここ内放送。大丈夫聞こえてるよね。では、では。お前ら、希望が峰学園にようこそ。これから卒業試験についての説明を行う。至急体育館までお集まりください。
Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, "Welcome to Hope Speak Academy." But why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? Not just that, but it's a graduation exam. Isn't the killing over already? Wow. Clock. This clock doesn't have any hands. A clock without hand is meaningless. Why would something like this be in a classroom? live here, yes. Huh. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. Or at least, it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope Speak Academy. It is creepy place the Hope Speak Academy that I've admired for so long. It's probably a building the Monokuma made to startle us. It's just like a farmhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium. Gymnasium maybe. Gymnasium, right? Then I will go and definitely clear things up. But okay, can't. I can't go. Oh, the gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so I placed myself and cautiously opened the door. What's this effect? Chapter 6. This is End Goodbye Academy of Despair. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of the door. It was a normal gymnasium. You heard the announcement and come here too? You guys did it right? How? What do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope Speak Academy or something. That can't be possible. You're right. Anyway, you look at it is impossible. Hello. How does it feel to return to long-awaited Hope Speak Academy? You. Hey, here are we. Here would you lock us up this time? What a shock! I just told you guys, this is Hope Speak Academy. There's no way in hell that's true. But it is this is definitely Hope Speak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway? What's left of it? Didn't tell you before. Unfortunately, Hope Speak Academy fell to ruin. You are serious about that? I don't believe it. But of course, it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean? Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope Speak Academy, and you don't feel surprised and nostalgic. Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Someone? Even with this bullshit, just spit it out already. Where would you take us, you bastard? So, I'm not certain of my memories. I believe we entire the ancient ruin, and
つまり
it means I made this Hope Speak Academy between the door to the ruin and inside of the ruin.
てめえ
What do you mean between?
いやいやいや
What do you mean made?
おや
Oh
お
my,
や
are you minds getting the glove leads? The only knowledge can satisfy.
ぷっぷ
You're very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam. That it's in my nature to prove a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
やだな
Nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchange or anything like that.
知らん
It's just a simple graduation exam.
あ
Now, what is a graduation exam?
あのね
Now, as a headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
本当にいいのか
But
な
on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
というわけで
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you wanna leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh?
なんでだよ
You're obviously gonna get out. There's no way you would stay here.
そうだ
This is annoying. So hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
ダメダメ
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet.
えっと
Main cast?
あのね
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean?
そうそう
I have displaced all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope Speak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but
えふん
all the information is accurate and contains no light whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. Strive. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual.
あの
What is going on? Outside world, main cast. Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
おいおい
Like he kept insisting that this place is Hope Speak Academy,
うん
but impossible, right?
何言ってんだ
How would he make it back to Hope Speak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
まさか
There's no place for Peaks Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. But what does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building is really Hope Speak Academy? This is a Hope Speak Academy I've been admiring for so long. What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope Speak Academy. I finally thought I became confident in myself. If so, I wanted to become a hope. Is that what you are thinking? Just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans wealthy cow of becoming, who possesses amazing talent and a strong will. And the moment you are born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by hope to become hope. Thereby, it's not even worth admiring. Well, were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope Speak Academy that you couldn't even see that you're just somebody, you're just some nobody from the reverse course who never had a talent to begin with. Nobody who forgot he was a nobody at all. If I worry I am nobody, then you should just let me alone. Why do I have to go through something like this? はじめ, did something happen? Huh.
おいこら
Now it's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing.
と
I don't really get it. But is that all?
やってやろうじゃねえか
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
つうかよ
It's just the heck is Monokuma anyway. He's not part of the Future Foundation, right?
と
If you say that, then what is a Future Foundation?
まったくよ
If Zonchiaki and Monokuma are gone, our situation hasn't changed out one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
マジかよ
So they are not the world ender? Then we're really tricked by Monokuma.
ですが
However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding its mother, I believe Monomi never once denied that,
こんちくしょ
even if they are our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate the information on our own. Chiaki said that she could not betray the Future Foundation, but if she were still alive, she definitely would help us. Not even her just being with us would have been a big help.
うん
So what should we do?
クソが
Now, that's obvious. If we are gonna get out here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
めんどくせえな
Graduation exam, I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
たくよ
Monokuma said something about field trip, right? Is he trying us to investigate like we have been?
おっしゃ
Alright, I'm gonna do it.
覚悟を決めんかい
Prepare yourself.
つうか
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something about Hope Speak Academy about ourselves.
あ
I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine.
おいこら
We can go home when this is over, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
多忙です
Hell yes. He is right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. How this place really is. What happened to Hope Speak Academy? None of that matters. What's important is I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know that what we are thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that he would never choose to stay on this island.
なあなあ
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already?
うん。
But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird ass building?
でもよ。
If so, I don't think we'll find the answer to all our questions inside this damn building. Well, I will just go ahead for now. Are you alright going?
たくよ。
Why that it was thinking running ahead without being cautious.
あ
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
ですが
It'll be fine. There will no longer be any situations. Yeah, we must exchange each other lives.
よーし
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at the green light, you'd never reach our goal.
仕方ねえな。
Akane already took off in her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then let's get this over with and go home.
じゃあな。
I will go ahead. I will see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuishiko left the gymnasium.
失礼します
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful crew that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow. Then left the gymnasium.
あらまあ。
Miss Sonia.
ソニアさん。
Miss Sonia, please don't let me. I'll be danger if I'm left alone. Kazuichi cheers after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. It's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance toward the hope. Even though I don't understand, and there are a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this fair, I'm definitely going to go home. Oh,
やればできる
wow. Huh. The weird. This is a hallway I walk through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. It is Monokuma's doing too. Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how we're doing to it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. It's persistent, but I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down.
あの
This hallway is a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been elected to limit our movement. Yeah.
弱りましたね
It's just me? Dojo 武道って書いてるね。Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we are inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. Book. Oh, what is this? Is this manga? This title is Manga for Morons, a history of Hope Speak Academy by Monokuma. Why is manga with such a suspicious looking title lying out in the open like this?
うぷっぷ
Let's start with history first class.
あのね
Reading manga is the thorough best way to learn about history. Then what the first you ask? That depends on the person. So just as I thought, Monokuma did that totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I will look at it. I will look at anything that might be a clue to getting one up here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope Speak Academy history, and narrated by cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope Speak Academy. Hope Speak Academy is a government-founded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to write hopes in the nation's future. Many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope Speak Academy teachers who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope Speak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it is also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope Speak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this path persists, the academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system. The Reserve Department. Unlike the main department to scout for students, the Reserve Department utilized a general entrance exam. Normal faculty were hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees of the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope Speak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope Speak Academy was now available talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope Speak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope Speak Academy's awareness with Wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope, but just when they thought everything was going well, President incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right. It was the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. Hope Speak Academy was crippled by this incident and were forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. The ending was so sudden, like manga that suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. Plus, there's a phrase mentioned at the end of this manga, the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happen, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no, it would just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. more importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The reverse department. The department was only built to collect money. I was one of these reverse course students, right?
待てよ
Oh, that's wild. Oh, you are here again. The thing that's weird is your of course. Huh. Why did you forget that you were part of the reverse department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. What do you want me to say?
ちなみに
Huh. Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those reserve course students. You willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh.
ぶっ
You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes it erases their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that stuff. So, are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
まだまだ
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a laser course student. Damn it, what the heck? Reserve department. The target seemed pretty far away. If the production team had more time, there could be a mini game here. Well, what I'm saying. This cherry tree is full bloom. Maybe tasteful sight to see blooming cherry tree inside a dojo. But in this situation, it just looks bizarre. Can't. This hallway is kind of creepy. I can't go to place that I should be able to go to. It's like some rule is being enforced for reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something. Can't? Oh. Book. This is another manga. It's lying on the top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons. The tragedy. Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy, huh? But the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy mentioned in the other manga too. Its 5 Peaks Academy went bankrupt, and it was a tragedy, the biggest, most tragic most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about the incident? I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through this page to see what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy of Peaks Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy occurred at the Hope Speak Academy. The key player in the event was a student named Izuru Kamukura. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope Speak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was genius among geniuses and possessed various talent. Wielding superior talent for the hopes of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who had known as a symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 30 students of Hope Speak Academy Student Council among the Academy best and brightest were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect its superior talent and conceal the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use the incident to their advantage. The student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making the knowledge public, it stoked the fires of rebellious core students who had long been dissatisfied with how they would be treated. And the uprising began, and heralded Hope Speak Academy destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. Eventually, the incident would lead to the horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Workers cited danron2 0. It's a heavily sigh. I closed the manga. I suppose to believe this. There's no way. 13 people were killed at Hope Speak Academy. But irony, that the genius known as Ultimate Hope caused such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too legal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you are incompetent. Damn it, he always had to lead up to something offensive. This seriously pisses me off. But Ultimate Hope, like I mentioned there before, to visit, but it looked like it means something completely different here. not like to say it, but the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they have given me one of those talents so I don't have to be in the reverse department. That's right, the reserve department. Here is said that reserve class students in the reverse department began uprising. Then what about me? Does I participate too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Tragedy of Hope Peak. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy that biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The far worst incident, right? What kind of incident was it? Now, who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who selectively used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mystery just keeps piling up. Oh, Biolab. Low. Loud. What the hell with this room? The flicking call is here. It's like I'm in freezer or something. I just downstairs I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out here already. There's another man just lying around here. This time the title is the biggest, most awful, the most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one will obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was the incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. A story about cleverly drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. It is drawn so grotesquely because the incident is grotesque. Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence: the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy was simply the trigger. First, the uprising by reserve course students, the trigger the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to the dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a serving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest, but as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. But then it was too late. The end and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak from these actions to brutally murdered the strong. As the violence and this continued to spread, the shock of their action began to disappear, as if the era was regardless to more uncivilized times, when senseless death was the norm. The media was oversaturated with death to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world, as the terrorism and corruption began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not the principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war, pure war, and because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted a certain student who influenced the Hope Speak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope Speak Academy talents for the sake of mankind hope, they used them for the sake of mankind despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread the despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is it definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the world? My family, my friends, the convenience store, and frequent the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What happened to them? Hey, are you serious? Yelling at manga? How crazy are you? Who would you enjoy reading something like this? Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough. What is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair, that a future foundation fought. So, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during the period as has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened and I actually forgot about it. There's no way that's possible. How many times do I have to tell you? Of the crews here are real. Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well adjusted lives in the outside world. I see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Well, the headmaster are conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you wanna leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. He's trying to make us feel despair toward outside world, so we'll want to see out this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope, just like hope. Perhaps no, that definitely it. But whether or not this incident really happened, but in the world this ultimate despair globe, if they are devoted to a certain student, we guided Hope Speak Academy to its destruction, and they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. Plus, the organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they are known as Ultimate Despair, they are high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then a killing we are involved in connected to them as well. It's no use, I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering and ran out of the freezing room. Phew, that was close. I nearly froze to death. So, where should I go next? No, I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I did see him. Well, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing blessingly well. Are you blessingly well? Are you pleasingly well? Yeah, pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here? Well, there was another thing I need to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot spots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What do you need to tell me? It's about the key piece of information you'll be waiting so long for. Surprise. It's about ultimate despair. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. A high school girl? Lady Junko Enoshima. Junko Enoshima? As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with the charm and humor. and created the ultimate despairs.
Boop, boop.
There was one really horrible person in the group. Hold on a sec. I don't know what the ultimate despair are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. The same way, people who join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl,
まったくもう。
humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
あのね。
That's hold true for Lady Junko. It's her charismatic ability to attract people. She even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections are the main reason the incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would be in a position to neutralize the threat. Now, what their purpose?
は
What? Like I said, why did they cause the incident? It doesn't even make sense. They have a purpose, right? There's no way they would do what they do without any purpose.
あのね。
About Junko, Enoshima despair. It isn't about purpose. A set principle, a way of life, instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying?
ブッブッ。
I'm stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she is truly helpless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. But what the hell? With her overwhelming forces of personality, Junko declared ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudge, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. The idea had been slammed right in their minds,
ブッブッ。
and so the ultimate despairs have been declared become nothing more than Junko's limbs of despair, whether it was their own or anyone else, but dedicated to Junko Enoshima, like beavers making offerings to their god, like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation, and to hopelessly top it off. They completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible.
あれあれ。
Do you know about the final days of Lizard Claw students during the Tragedy Hope Speak Academy? Final days?
つまり。
Jink has power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. What do you mean, final days? What happened to Reserve Department?
もちろん。
They fulfilled the role disposable limbs. They believe in what they need to do. And so the 2,355 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide. Mass suicide?
なんだと
All students?
ブッブッ。
It wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. one person was excluded, huh? It's me?
くそ
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Jinko Enoshima. Huh, it doesn't scare me at all. I mean, Jinko Enoshima is already dead. Hmm? Oh, okay. Hey Fuko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima is really dead?
あ
You didn't see? There's a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in the Bloody Classroom. A bloody classroom? No wait, what was that you say about the Killing School Life? Ah, like the killings were involved in there were killings that happened at Hope Speak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
まあな
That's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students survived manga to escape from the academy.
あのな
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gas. According to that, the mastermind behind the fourth killing school life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead.
つう
It
か
turned out the killing school life was part of the 4 biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope Speak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope Speak Academy and she took away their memories just like us. Apparently, the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cool asshole. The surveillance camera were broadcasting the whole thing.
だからよ
The students of Hope Speak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival. They were trying to feed everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the student that she placed in her trap. After being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. But the Monokuma's story is true, but not doesn't matter. Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Now, who is our enemy? If Junko Enoshima is already dead, are the rest of the ultimate despair behind this? Or the forwards, or Junko carrying out her view? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killing we are involved in resemble the killing skill life. Well, I don't know. Who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this path? Imitation is just that, imitation.
決まってんだろ
If the students from Hope Speak Academy stopped the real deal, there's no way we'll go to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, those surveillance cameras are the same too. The camera all over Jabok Island. And they broadcasting somewhere, just like surveillance camera during the killer school life. Hajime, you totally know about the story, huh? But did you have problem with that? Well, I wanted to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
しょうが
Oh
な
wait,
いな
I just added the flag. Flag? What do you mean? Add the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
あわわ
One
ドキ
step
ド
at
キ
a time. You're getting closer to cleaning my character route. You're not making sense again.
さて
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information of this outside and the inside. And ride them flag like crazy.
なんと
Sapa, do you want to hear about ultimate display again? No. What? That's right, there's no time for me to surprised by something like this. Huh. I can treating her notes like beast, examining her surroundings. What happened?
俺の勘によ
Oh, you know, I just might get that. I feel someone's getting closer. What do you mean? Who?
だから
I don't know. It's just my gut after all.
ただの
Morikuma did say something about my cast coming. It's surprising that her gut must be correct again this time. This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. What is this? Looks like it's some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in a music room? And not just the mark engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below the symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history that graduates of Hope Speak Academy. Among the many who established the Future Foundation. The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope Speak Academy, and they know as a Wonder Ender. This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. Hologram. What is this? Words are floating in the air. It's a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information a person who claims to be survived of Hope Speak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they are survivors, Hope Speak Academy is possible they may be tragedied by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. So I don't believe their group can go there. Province Jink Enoshimo lying down. In the worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope Speak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabal Island. preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experiment phase of the new world program. Survivors of Hope Speak Academy. 15 students. It's about us, excluding Jack who was part of the Future Foundation. There are definitely 15 of us, but what the survivors mean? It's like they are talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? It's the biggest, most powerful, most tragic event in human history is really true. The world isn't normal anymore maybe. It must starting to feel like it might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. I guess that all the crew in this room. I finally confirmed the Future Foundation is our side at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope Speak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Jackie should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, they probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma is the true Foundation enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despair who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The brands who are carrying out the will of Junko and Oshima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island? Mentioned in the email about. The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that the research facility. If there literally is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there's still so many mysteries. Oh no. What? Teacher lounge. Office. This feels different from classroom.
もしかし
It's
てよ
probably office like. I mean, the room kind of has a stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office? Now that you mention it, it doesn't like that.
いや
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. There are letters floating in the air, like the music room is here earlier. Looks like passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. I will understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise an extreme caution concerning the remnants of the spear. Even though they have lost ink and simmer, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after all this, the tragedy had not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko and Oshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shiny future. Immediately eliminated? This is order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. but I guess that understandable. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds. It's pretty much all out war. It's a remnant of disappear as the ones were battling that war. There's no way they would be forgiven that easily. There's something written on blackboard, but written here. List of subjects with written on the blackboard in large letters just below that. Never have seen before. What? There's newspaper posted on the blackboard, though the Hyuk sign is written there. What is this newspaper? What is this? It says Miss Hyuk Seonji. This can mean the same Hyuk, right? I mean the Hyuk we knew. She was much smaller than looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining future. But the photo is this newspaper. In a way, I can see the resemblance to Hyuk. Her height and figure are too different from the Hyuk we knew. What does this mean?
What?
The lady looks pretty mature. Is Hyoko's older sister or something? No, it's Hyoko silent here. How the Hyuk as older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name?
だってよ
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at the first yourself. That's not Hyuk. That did you even her mention an older sister? But it's not like I was close to her or anything.
違うよ
She doesn't have an older sister. Hyuk is the Seonji family's only daughter.
うん
If she doesn't have sister or relative, no, that's still too much a resemblance.
何言ってんの
That's Hyoko. What are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for a chill-like figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
さあ
And you know what theory? Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could be her growth spurt.
ブッブッブ今日は白い気分
Regardless, the crews are provide a troop. If they want, it wouldn't be fair. What the heck? Is it truth? If it's truth, then the Hyoko in this newspaper. Is he really saying it's in the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photograph a grown up Hyoko de fancy already dead? Why does this even exist?
おいお
Could it be related to the list of subjects over there?
いやべえなこれ
If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did the experiment change Hyoko's body? What I'm saying, the thing it outline makes it some messed up but experiment. It sound kind of experiment. It will mean that we are also test subject, right? Our names are also written on the blackboard under the list subjects. That kind of experiment was it.
どうなってん
What's
だ
going on? It better have anything to do with time trouble. Extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name attached into the press case. Pop Speak Academy founder Izukami Kamukura. What? The founder of Pop Speak and Disney, Izukami. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? That'll be another mystery. Oh, with this, you have totally lights or flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You shall now go on the next stage. Damn it, not again. The hallway is different from the last time. I guess when the flag Monokuma mentioned is lights, I moved to a different hallway than last. Oh, I can't do that. No, not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just going to waste my energy. Ah. Sorry, I'm starving. I can't concentrate. So, okay, today's ends. Thank you for watching. See you later. See you later. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye bye. Okay.